Good evening, everyone. The Powells are back. We have
Jude.
D.
Jude.
D. JuDee Love. So I know you guys remember we used to do videos a couple months back in February. We did 14 nights of love videos, but we didn't make it quite to 14. So we're
Pretty
doing
much not.
but so we're back again. We're going to start this all over again. People have been requesting that we do it again. So tonight's video is going to be entitled
Reflections?
No! Reminiscing.
Oh yeah, reminiscing.
So,
Same thing.
okay, reflecting and reminiscing. That's what we'll call it. So I did a video a couple of days ago at work, and it was, it was about reminiscing.
It was quite boring
Why was it boring?
because I wasn't in it.
He thinks it's all about him. Anyways, reminiscing.
I bring the excitement.
I can't with him. Sorry about the glasses, guys. I have an eye infection. But anyway.
Don't nobody want to know that.
Okay, reminiscing. We do this thing very often where we reminisce. We reminisce on the times that we got together. We reminisce over certain moments in our relationship. And I think that kind of like brings back like good memories. And sometimes we reminisce over the bad parts too.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're very, now that we can look back on them and laugh on them, we laugh at a lot of the stuff that we've done in our past. But we think reminiscing during your relationship to renew the love or just to remember why you fell in love is a good thing. The other day, remember we had a whole session of reminiscing. We actually sat down and it was for like what, we did it for like a good hour, right?
Yeah, just about.
And we was talking about how when we first met and what was the feeling. Like sometimes it just feels really good just to renew, just to revisit that moment.
Like I said, reflect.
Yeah, we reflect back on it. Because when I met him, when we first met each other, it was this really strange feeling that it wasn't even. Were we like we didn't? I don't think we was sharing words at the time. I think it was more
No,
so.
we just looked.
Yeah, it was just looks. And it was like, believe it or not, and again, I know this may sound very cliche or very corny, but it was literally like, not to say I love him, but like,
No, but we knew we
it was exactly, it was like a familiar feeling. Like I felt like I knew him, and we used to often say that, like, I know you from somewhere. But we now that we think about it, and then we kind of like put things in perspective. It's just like, I think that was God's way of connecting our souls. Like when we finally saw each other, it was like a soul connection, like a soul meeting. Like, oh, there's my soulmate. Like our souls were connected, and we felt that from each other. Anyway, back to reminiscing. Sorry, I'm laying on him, and we're in this weird position right now. I think, why do we reminisce?
Why do we do it?
What do you feel when we reminisce?
I guess it's just like a reminder where we started. Like just thinking back and think about all the things that went on with us.
And how we got here, and what's one of your fondest memories?
I'd say the first kiss.
Yes. The first kiss was so magical, and it's like we reminisce over that constantly. Like the same, we both like the feeling we got.
I fell in love with the first kiss.
But I was the first one to tell him that I loved him, even though he said the first time we kissed, he said that he fell in love with me. He didn't tell me that. So weeks later, yes, literally weeks later, I can't lay like this anymore. My neck is killing me. Sorry, baby. Weeks later, I felt compelled to tell him that I loved him. So we were standing in the middle of where he used to live, like standing in the middle of the floor. And I was looking at him. And I was like, I got something I got to tell you. So he tells me what?
I tell you what, after you told me that you love me?
No, when I was looking at you and I was getting ready to tell you, like you felt that I was going to tell you.
I knew what you was going to tell me.
Yeah, so then I finally said it, and he looked at me and he was just like, okay. Thank you. But he claimed that he loved
I
me.
did. I just didn't want you to think that I was just telling you because, you told me.
But what happened after that?
I told you a few days later.
Yeah, we were out and we were having an intimate moment, and he decided he wanted to tell me at that time. So then when he said it, honestly, I was still kind of like,
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to tell you at that
I was a
moment.
little confused, but when he said it, it did feel amazing to have that mutual.
Oh,
Who
your big head is like cutting me out.
got a big head?
You?
I can't with him. Yeah, but that's what we do. We talk about, we reminisce over the times that we got together, what got us together, even our rocky moments. We reminisce over just just life in general, just us getting together. Those moments are happy moments. Those are moments that bring us joy. Like we talk about it a lot. We really do reminisce, even while we're still creating memories for future. Because guess what? When the future comes, we want to reminisce over these moments. Like eventually, we're gonna talk about. Remember when we was doing videos and blah 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 blah. Those are reminiscing moments. Those are moments that define. Not to say define your relationship. And that's just what the Powells do. So our advice would be to reminisce, go back in your relationship. Remember how you started. What was your first kiss like? What was your first conversation? What did she wear? What did he wear?
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember what he wore. I honestly don't remember what he wore. He don't remember what I wore either.
I remember what you wore the day of the party.
No, I had to remind you a couple times.
But I remember, like, what it was. Just because I didn't remember the color, I remember what it looked like.
Okay, so again, so we often reflect on a lot of things. So that would be one of our advice. We would advise that you guys kind of just remember, just go back in history of your relationship. What made you fall in love? What keeps you in love? How did you get to that point? Do you remember your first moment? We remember our first. You remember our first moment?
Mm-hmm.
What moment I'm talking about?
I remember.
Ah!
Our moment.
Our moment. So yeah, we remember those moments, and we talk about those things. Those are fun things. But anyhow, if we could leave you guys with anything, we would definitely say to reminisce over the times you fell in love, what got you to that point. Even you have to sometimes even reflect on the bad moments, and that's also a teaching lesson. It teaches you, how did you get over it, and how to get past certain things in a relationship, because we do that as well. So we're gonna leave you with that. Reminisce, reminisce, reminisce. Love who you are. Remember why you got together, why you married the person that you're with, or not even just marriage.
Why you with the person you're with?
Why you're with the person you're with. So we would say again, just reminisce and keep the love. Keep renewing the love over and over again by falling in love every day, over and over with your partner. We love you guys. Have a great evening.
Good night.
Good night.